Harley Davidson have started 2022 off with a bang and have launched 4 new models: the Street Glide ST, Road Glide ST, the Lowrider ST and the Lowrider S. They have all had an injection of horsepower and torque, and they are all running Harley Davidson's biggest version of the Milwaukee 8 engine, the 117. A first for Harley production bikes, as the 117 was previously only available through the Custom Vehicle Operations division. The focus with these new models is all about performance, not just with the engine but also with handling and versatility. Hello and welcome to Moto Chatter. Let's dive into a quick look at these new Harleys. Starting with the big 117V twin, it's 117 cubic inches or 1923cc, and aside from the Screaming Eagle 131 engine, which is not available in the production bikes, it is the biggest engine Harley Davidson produce. You can check out my biggest engine bikes video for more on the Screaming Eagle 131 and other big bore motorbikes you can buy. I will put a link at the end of the video. But the big 117 Milwaukee 8 V twin has 4 push-rod actuated overhead valves per cylinder, electric fuel injection, and puts out a huge 125 pound-foot of torque. It has a bore of 103.5mm with a stroke of 114.3 and a compression ratio of 10.2 to 1. So there is a clear performance gain with this engine, but what about the rest of the bikes? Harley described the Street Glide and Road Glide STs as a first step for them into the performance-led Grand American Tour arena, and both are lighter and faster than the rest of the Street and Road Glide ranges. The Street Glide ST coming in at 814 pounds wet and ready to ride, and the Road Glide ST 842 pounds. They are both single-seat performance baggers set up to cover distance but also carve through curves in comfort. The STs have more ground clearance for increased lean angle, with 31 degrees on the left and 32 degrees on the right. The Street Glider ST has a fork-mounted fairing, and the Road Glider ST has a frame-mounted shark nose fairing. The Road Glide ST is the road-going version of the Screaming Eagle factory race bike raced to victory in the Moto America King of the Baggers series by Kyle Wyman last season. So you know the bike has been well developed on track and is well placed to pass on some of its development in performance to the road bike. To this end, there are a number of performance parts available, including all-in shocks, which are the same units used on the race bike, and you can even go for a stage 4 tune, including that 131 Screaming Eagle engine. But with the already huge 117 Milwaukee 8, the bikes are sure not to disappoint off the showroom floor either. And in the Road Glide and Street Glide STs, the 117 is putting out a little more power and torque than standard, with 127 pound-foot at 3,750 RPM and 106 horsepower at 4,750 RPM. Both bikes have Harley's 6-speed cruise drive and a belt final drive. Brakes are twin 300mm floating discs up front with 4-piston calipers, with another 300mm disc and 4-piston caliper at the rear with ABS as standard. The front wheel is 19 inches and the rear is 18. The wheels are finished in bronze, which matches the bronze accents on the engine, and there is a distinct lack of chrome on these bikes, with the twin exhaust pipes also being finished in black. There are 2 colour options for both bikes, Vivid Black and Gunship Grey, and in keeping with their performance-focused design and connecting them to Harley Davidson heritage, they feature the dropped H Harley Davidson logo on the tank, harking back to the heritage of the 1920s race bikes. These bikes are performance tourers and so need to cover distance, and despite having those 2 huge pistons bouncing up and down and the extra performance, Harley quote a combined fuel consumption figure of 41 miles per gallon, which with the 6-gallon tank would equate to around a 246 mile range, but that does depend of course on how you use your right hand. For long days and nights in the saddle, both bikes have LED lights, a power socket in the fairing, and come with the Boombox GTS audio system and GPS with a touchscreen. Service intervals are 5,000 miles and they come with a 24-month unlimited mileage warranty. Prices for both bikes are on screen now, and as you can see there isn't much difference between them on price, so the choice really comes down to personal preference, or if you will focus more on long distance touring or a weekend blast around your favourite roads. Which do you think would suit you best? The Lowriders offer a different style and stance, but the focus on lightness, nimbleness and performance is still there. The 117 engine in the Lowrider S and ST is putting out 125 pound-foot of torque at 3,750 rpm and 103 horsepower at 4,750 rpm, so a little less than the Road Glide and Street Glide STs, but they are lighter too. The Lowrider ST weighs in at 721 pounds wet and ready to go, and the Lowrider S is the lightest of the four at 679 pounds. Lean angle on both is 31.3 degrees either side. Despite the 16-inch rear wheel, this is helped by the increased suspension height and the saddlebags being mounted slightly higher on the ST. Both bikes have 43mm upside down forks with aluminium triple clamps, with 56mm free piston coilover shocks at the rear with hydraulic preload adjustment. The wheels are cast aluminium and finished in bronze as with the Road and Street Glide STs, but with the Lowriders the engine accents are finished in black. The front wheel is 19 inches and carries twin 300mm discs on both the ST and S models, and they are running 4-piston calipers. At the rear there is a 292mm disc with a 2-piston caliper. Both the Lowrider S and ST have a belt final drive and the 6-speed cruise drive gearbox. They are available in the same two colours, vivid black and gunship grey. The Lowriders have mid-mounted foot pegs as opposed to foot boards, and they forgo the touchscreen of the bigger bikes. The Lowrider ST and S do have LED headlamps and taillights though, and a USB power socket too, and the weight saving they have over the bigger bikes does add up to improved fuel economy, with a combined consumption of 47 miles per gallon. With a smaller 5-gallon tank, that is still good for a 235-mile range. Service intervals on the Lowrider S and ST are 5,000 miles, and they come with Harley's 24-month unlimited mileage warranty. Prices are on screen now, and as you can see, the Lowrider ST offers a lightweight performance bagger with a significant price saving over the Street and Road Glide STs, and with its bespoke designed frame-mounted fairing taking cues from the old FXRT and its easily removed saddlebags, it offers genuine touring capability and versatility. It even comes standard with cruise control, and there is an optional waterproof sound system available for it too. The Lowrider S is my favourite of the four. I like that the gauges have been moved up off the tank and into the rider's eye line, making it easier to glance down and get the information you need. And with its lack of fairing and motocross style handlebars and 4-inch risers, the Lowrider S offers the most aggressive riding position, and being the lightest, it offers the best canyon carving potential of all the bikes here. I also really like the look of the heavy breather intake stuck out of the side of these bikes too. But whichever you prefer, Harley have offered up some seriously well thought out performance tourers in the Road Glide, Street Glide and Lowrider STs, with championship winning race development behind them. And with the updates and enhancements made to the Lowrider S, Harley have carried through features like the bronze finished wheels and that unmistakable silhouette, and taken one of their most iconic bikes onto another level, both in performance and usability, to make what could be the ultimate performance cruiser. But those are my thoughts. What do you think? Would you go for the cruiser style of the Lowrider S, or do you prefer the bagger look and touring capability that comes with it? Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video and this quick look into these new Harleys. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe for plenty more motorcycle videos to come. You can click the links on screen for more now, and that biggest engine bikes video I mentioned. But whatever you do, have a great day, and thanks for watching.